Hello and welcome to the Santa Rosa and Escambia County Virtual College Fair hosted by Pensacola State College. We are so excited to have you participating in this event and joining us this evening. We have some fantastic schools that are here with us today, and I'm ready to get started. My name is Jennifer, and I'll be your facilitator. Before we do head to our first school, I do have a few housekeeping announcements for you. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. That's why the Q&A button is really important. That's how you can type questions to our presenters at any time. You can direct your questions to a specific school or schools by including their names in with your question, or you can send a question for all of our representatives to answer about their programs. This is just one of many different sessions that have been happening. We hope you enjoyed joining us in the first round. We have another round after this one, so be sure to check the schedule on the website so you can sign up for another presentation round after this. And this presentation, like all presentations, is being recorded, and it's going to be available at that same website where you signed up for sessions. That would be strivescan.com/Santa Rosa-Escambia. You can see that right on the screen. All right, well, I'm really excited to kick it off with our first school today. We're going to be hearing from Southern Methodist University.
Hey, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. My name is Alex Munoz, and I'm with Southern Methodist University, SMU, in Dallas, Texas. And I'm going to tell you a little about us and what we have to offer. And you will see our QR code throughout the presentation. Feel free to scan that, and you can get our brochure. This gives you a great overview of where we're located. We are located about 10 minutes north of downtown Dallas, and you can see the size of the campus, and you can see our football stadium in the far left on the top left corner. And that area to the main quad is maybe about a 15-minute walk. That's the furthest walk you ever have to do on campus. It's a very pedestrian friendly and very easily accessible area for our students. An overview of SMU, we are medium sized. We're about 6,700 undergraduates, which I think is the perfect size, not too big, not too small. An incoming freshman class for us is about 1,500 students, and that's the size we like to aim for, so we can stay the medium size that we are. You can see the breakdown of where students come from in a typical year. About 37% came from the state of Texas this past year, as well as about 58% from the other 49 states, and about 5% international, representing about 32 different countries. So it's a really well-rounded student body. People come from all over the country and all over the world and all over the state of Texas. So you're able to meet people from all over. SMU does not have that feeling of everyone from the same high school or everyone from the same neighborhood. We definitely pride ourselves in with being able to interact with people from different backgrounds and different experiences. Our average class size is about 24 to 25 students, so you really get to professors. They get to know you. They actually take attendance in most, if not all, your classes, so they know when you're there and they know when you're not there. They hold you accountable for going. Obviously, in your freshman year, when you're taking some more general courses like Intro to Biology or Microeconomics, those classes tend to be a little larger, maybe about 70 to 80 students. But we don't have lecture hall that seat 200-300 people since we don't have rooms that big. So you're never going to be in a class that large here at SMU. At the university, we have over 100 majors and minors, and they're split between 5 different undergraduate colleges that you see on your screen. And when you're applying to SMU, on your application, it's going to ask you for your number 1 and number 2 preferred major. And you will just indicate what you want to study. You're not bound to that area when you get to SMU. You can always change that when you get here. It's just to give us an idea of which pathway you may want to go when you become a student at our university. You will see up here on the top left our Dedman College of Humanities and Sciences. That is obviously where you're going to find our humanities majors, as well as our sciences of English, math, history, mathematical, natural sciences, biology, chemistry, physics, as well as our pre-med and pre-law tracks. The Dedman College is the largest of the 5 colleges, with about 50% of students receiving at least one major from Dedman College. But something to keep in mind at SMU is about 50% of our students double major. So if you do have interest in 2 different areas on campus, you're more than welcome to explore those interests and double major within one college or double major between 2 different schools. You will also see the Lyle School of Engineering, which houses about 28 specializations in engineering. Those include mechanical, civil, computer science, computer engineering, electrical engineering, as well as environmental engineering. So depending on which path you want to go, you can add a specialization onto that major. For example, a popular one right now is computer science with cybersecurity specialization. We also have computer science with video game development, computer science with AI specialization. So there's a lot of ways that you can really hone in on what you may want to do after college. The other unique thing about our engineering school is that we do have twice the national average of female engineers. The national average for an undergraduate engineering college is usually only about 16 to 17% female. At SMU, our Lowell School of Engineering is about 40% female, with the goal to try to get to that 50-50 gender parity over the next few years. Then we have the Simmons School of Education and Human Development. This is where you're going to find our education major as well as sports management. So if you want to go into running on a sports team or work in the front office, SMU has 2 NFL owners as alums, as well as an MLS owner, as well as an NHL owner as an alum. So we have a lot of great connections within pro sports. Cox School of Business is our business, obviously, business school. We're going to find business, accounting, marketing, finance. And then Methodist School of the Arts is where you're going to find our visual, performing, and communication arts. Our visual artists and performing artists do need to submit portfolios or do an audition. So keep an eye out for those deadlines. On the student life aspect of SMU, you will have that full college experience with Division I sports. You get into all the athletic events for free with your student ID. So you can go watch all the sports that you want to. And it's an exciting time to be a Mustang. Our football team is doing pretty well this year, and we're hopefully maybe ranked in the next few weeks. We were ranked the past 2 years, as well as our men's soccer team was ranked number 8 last week. Women's equestrian is preseason number 3 in the country. So you can go support these top 25 teams for free with your ID. And there's a lot of traditions here at the university, and actually my favorite tradition is photographed right there, and it's our live mascot. Obviously, we're the Mustangs, but it's kind of hard to have a live Mustang as your mascot. So since 1932, we've had a miniature Shetland pony be our live mascot, and he actually runs across the field after every touchdown during the football games. So his name is Purina 9, and he is my favorite tradition here at SMU. And then the other big thing that's going to set SMU apart from other universities is our location. And this is something that I really want you to think about when you leave tonight, is the opportunities that come with being in a metropolitan city. SMU is the only Division I university in the city of Dallas, as well as the closest university to downtown Dallas. So when these companies need new interns, new employees, we are their first stop. And it's a really great benefit for our students. And so definitely consider applying to SMU, and we'll send you more information over the next few weeks. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out or post in the chat, and I'm happy to answer those questions for you. And thanks again for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Alex, for kicking us off and sharing about SMU. And as Alex said, to keep an eye on the chat, and he and all of our other representatives will be sharing some contact information there. So you'll be able to grab that and have a very fast way to follow up and get more information after today, because these 6 minutes go by really quickly and there's so much more each school has to share. All right, we're on to our second school of the night, Spring Hill College.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I know this is a little bit of a different platform, but I'm excited to share with you all what Spring Hill has to offer. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, can everybody see that okay?
Ashley, I can't see. Oh, there we go. Yep, it was a little
Good.
narrow and now it looks great. So take it away.
Awesome. Okay. All right, so just this year, we've actually announced a new initiative called Real World Ready here at Spring Hill College. What that means is that we're dedicated to making you real world ready after college, whether that be in the workforce, internship, grad school. And as part of that initiative, we're actually cutting tuition in half. So Spring Hill College used to be the most expensive college in Alabama, but now it's actually one of the most affordable private institutions in the state. So here you can see tuition starting at $21,100 starting this fall, with room and board around $31,900. So you may have heard the term Jesuit education associated with Spring Hill College. And basically what that means is that we're a part of 27 different Jesuit educated institutions across the country. And so Spring Hill College is located right here in Mobile, Alabama. It's close to a lot of great beaches. Our weather is really nice and warm. We do have mild winters, but a lot of people in the area tend to appreciate that. Here you can see a slide of some things we have to offer for our students at Spring Hill. Downtown Mobile is around 15 minutes away from campus. It's a great place to go on Friday nights with your friends. A lot of different eateries and great events, concerts come downtown. We are home to Mardi Gras, so sorry, any of you guys are from New Orleans may think that you're home with Mardi Gras. It's actually us. Sorry, guys. But we have a great time at Mardi Gras in Mobile. A lot of students like to participate in that, as well as the Reese Senior Bowl. Great tailgating event. And then the Hangout Festival. Really cool thing about the Hangout Festival is our students are able to get in for free if they choose to volunteer through Spring Hill College. Here's a great slide of our Gulf Coast beaches. And reeling it back into Spring Hill, here's a few quick facts. We do represent 31 different states and 30 different countries. So you will get the feel of living in a very diverse population. 91% of our faculty hold their terminal degrees, whether that be master's degree, PhD. So you're really learning from the best of the best in their field. And then we do have a small student to faculty ratio of around 13 to 1. So I know as a freshman going into college, it can be overwhelming when you have a class or average class size is super small. You're going to have that opportunity to really learn and connect from your professors. And then 70% of our students live on campus. And we have 47 different majors and areas of concentration to choose from. So there's probably something that you're interested in that we have to offer. And here are a few of the Fortune 500 companies that our students have gone on to become employed in or get an internship with. And recently we were ranked among the top 10 colleges and universities in the country for return on investment. So basically what that means is the investment that you put into Spring Hill, you will receive out in tenfold. And so taking a look at the class of 2019 and where they're at now, so 99.5% of the class of 2019 has gone on to either become employed in their field, go on to graduate school, internship, service opportunities. And then the average salary that our students make is $41,680, which is really impressive. And so here are a few different ways that our students can get involved. We have Greek Life, we have Student Government Association, immersion trips, so something for everyone. And then here's a slide of some different programs that we have on offer, that we have to offer for our students to get involved in. And our International Service Immersion Program is one of my favorite things that Spring Hill has to offer. It's when we send students to Central and South American countries once a year to help build schools in an area of need. And so this last year, we built 2 schools in Rwanda. We're really proud of that. And the Italy Center, Spring Hill College actually has a campus located in Bologna, Italy. And our students are able to study there in their junior and senior year if they would like. All of their financial aid and tuition costs is the same. So a lot of times all of our students are only taking out money for things like a plane ticket or spending money. So really great opportunity. We are an NCAA Division II school. Here on the right, you can see some of the different varsity teams and JV teams we have to offer. And we are located on an 18-hole golf course. And there's 2 different ways to apply. So traditional and test optional. Traditional is going to be your ACT and SAT scores, an official transcript and a rec letter. And then test optional, we ask for your official transcript, a personal writing sample, can be about anything, a rec letter, and resume. And then here, once again, you can see our initiative Real World Ready and our tuition costs. And then 100% of our students do receive some sort of scholarship or financial aid. In this semester alone, we've already awarded $21 million in scholarships and grants. And so that is all that I have. I know it was a lot of information in a short amount of time, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, post in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ashton, for sharing Spring Hill College with us today. To all of our attendees, don't forget the Q&A box is the best way and your only way to ask questions of our participants. So we hope that you will ask them some questions to help personalize a little bit of the information, the sneak peeks that you're getting tonight. All right, well, I'm excited to move on to our next school. We're going to be hearing from Stetson University.
Hello, everyone. Let me go ahead and pull up my slide for everyone. Alrighty, hi everyone. My name is Alexis Glenn. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions and Financial Aid for our student athletes. I also work with all of our students in the state of Georgia, and I work with our students in your area. So excited that you have decided to join us tonight. A little bit about Stetson. We are a smaller private liberal arts university located in DeLand, Florida. We're that sweet spot in Central Florida. So about 30 minutes away from Daytona Beach and New Smyrna, and maybe about 45 minutes to an hour away from Disney. So I do tell a lot of students, hey, if you want to get a Disney pass or you want to get a Universal pass, great way to spend some of your free time as well. Some things about DeLand, we're located maybe about 6 hours-ish away from where you all are stated right now. Big things we love to point out, we are ranked the 5th best university regionally in the South as of the US News Today. So you can see all of our accolades at the bottom. Big things we're really known for at Stetson is our College of Law. So if anyone wants to be a lawyer, great place to look at is Stetson. We are ranked #1 in trial advocacy and #3 in legal writing 19 years in a row. We are, with us being smaller and having those personal connections, we are big on our student to faculty ratio. So we have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio, 95% terminal degree rating, which means 95% of our faculty members hold the highest degree or certificate in the field that they are teaching you. Shows the quality and the value of a Stetson education. Over 105 areas of studies. With that being said, most of our students double major or double minor. I actually have a student right now who has 5 majors, 6 minors, and she's still going to graduate in those 4 years, and even less than that as well. We're big on our student clubs and organizations. There is something for everyone. Over 120 student clubs and orgs here at Stetson. When we say there's something for everyone, we truly mean that. So if you want to start the cooking club or something that we don't have at Stetson, bring it to us. All you need are 3 friends and a faculty advisor to do so. My favorite club on campus is our varsity club. It's 13 students that uphold the traditions and values of Stetson. So if you've ever seen the movie Mean Girls, their motto is on Wednesdays, they wear pink. At Stetson, our motto is on Fridays, Hatters wear green. If you're wearing green, you get cool, like little knickknacks and free swag. But if you're not, you get ticketed. Yes, you get a ticket for not wearing green. So the way you get out of a ticket is giving a hat or a high five. Elbows right now due to COVID, we're being friendly and safe on campus, or doing something silly. We are an NCAA Division I school. We have 18 Division I teams. That is very unheard of for the size school that we are, with about 3,500 students at Stetson. But we do love all of our sports at Stetson. We have club sports and intramural sports if the NCAA route is not for you, and that is okay. Club sports, you play around the state of Florida and other schools. And then intramurals, you just put on a jersey of whatever sport we're actually offering. Favorite 2 intramural sports, I will say, are kickball, because staff members do play. We have a team called Staff Infection. Yes, love it. And then my favorite other intramural sport is battleship. So we put these like canoes in our pool at our Hollis Center, which is our wellness center on campus. And you get like floaties and stuff to have to knock the other people out. Really cool. We get really excited on campus for that. One other thing I want to point out about Stetson, we are a pet-friendly campus. Yes, your animal can come and live with you on campus as long as it does not slither, slime, does not fly, and is under 40 pounds. It can live with you on campus and does not need to be a service animal. Yes, yes, yes. Animals can come and live on campus. One thing I love the most about Stetson, besides its beautiful greenery, we do have over 100+ study abroad options at Stetson. 50% of our students study abroad at Stetson. There's so many different opportunities for you. If you want to create your own study abroad trip, you're more than welcome to do so as well. You can either work with a faculty member, work with our world office, whatever you need to get the most out of your education, Stetson will do that for you as well. Our applications are open. We take 2 different apps, the Stetson app and the Common app. Whichever one you would like to fill out, please do so to the best of your ability. Stetson is an early action 1 school, an early action and early decision school, excuse me. So please make sure when you fill out your application, you understand the agreements of early decision and or the early action process. And that deadline is November 1st. We do offer merit scholarships up to $32,000 in merit is what you can receive. And we highly encourage you to file the FAFSA and a CSS profile. If you file the FAFSA, there is a scholarship associated with that as well that you can receive to attend Stetson as well. And we do want to see you on campus, whether it's on campus at an open house or what we now call Experience Stetson, a shadow visit where, hey, you can come and be a Stetson student for a day. We ask for you to sign up for a shadow visit at least 2 weeks in advance so that we can put you into some classes. So you'll pick some majors that you're interested in. We'll put you in classes with real Stetson students. You will go around campus and be a Stetson student for a day. Highly encourage you to try to take advantage of that if you have the time to do so. If you can't come on campus, we completely understand that. We want you to feel as safe and as comfortable as possible. So we do have virtual visits. We do have college fairs. Recruiters are on the road, like myself. So please make sure I will drop my information in the chat. If you want to do a one-on-one or see us at a Starbucks, please let us know. That is all I have to share about Stetson. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and go Hatters.
Thank you so much, Alexis, for presenting on Stetson. All right, we are off to our 4th school. We're going to be hearing from the Stevens Institute of Technology. Miranda?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. So hopefully you'll all indulge me in taking a trip up north to Stevens Institute of Technology. Let me share my screen. All right. So Stevens Institute of Technology is a STEM-focused university located in Hoboken, New Jersey, right across the river from Manhattan. What sets Stevens apart is all of the incredible things we offer our students. Our campus itself is a smaller size institution with around 3,700 undergraduate student population. Sorry for the typo. So we do have a smaller size institution, and what the great thing about that size is we encourage collaboration amongst all of our students here at Stevens. We do have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio, so all of our PhD holding faculty do host office hours, are very accessible, collaborate in their research in and out of the classroom as well. Our average class size is around 25 students, so we do have a smaller class size, which I definitely think helps in those heavy STEM courses that we offer. Having that smaller class size, being able to collaborate with your peers is super important. We do hold 2 national research centers of excellence on campus. So the research here at Stevens is top notch. About 20% of our undergraduate students start doing research right from their freshman year on. Active research does happen on campus with all of our professors. We also have opportunities right in your curriculum to get you involved in research right away, and including your senior project. All students do a senior design project, and it's a really exciting, we do like a big science fair for all the students to show off all they've done. So innovation is at the forefront here at Stevens. We were founded by the Stevens family back in 1870. This was a family of engineers, entrepreneurs, and innovators. Some of my favorite inventions coming out of Stevens are so common, like the inventor of bubble wrap is an alum of Stevens, which is it's like a fun little joke for me. And the university has produced 2 Nobel Prize winners in physics and in chemistry. We do have a high return on investment. We are ranked 17th in the nation on return on investment for our students when they go out into their careers. The average starting salary for the class of 2020 was $77,000, which is really exciting considering the class of 2020 kind of went through a rough job market. All right, so our location is definitely something that sets us apart here at Stevens. We are located in Hoboken, New Jersey. This is a good view of campus here. That's the Hudson River, Manhattan right over there. Behind me is a view I get to see every day, which is awesome. And so we are embedded within Hoboken, which is an urban area. So it's a fun place to be, not as crazy and loud as Manhattan, a little bit quieter, but we are at the highest point in Hoboken. So we still have greenery and trees and a nice rural type of campus to escape the city a little bit. We were ranked 6th on Best College Town by the Princeton Review. So it's a really fun place to be. As far as community, our college students are very integrated into the Hoboken community. Lots of new cuisine to try out. I always joke that our main street in Hoboken, you can take a tour of the world just through food down there. We are even adding some more exciting buildings on campus for students to live in. So we are changing, growing, even though we've been around since 1870. So we do offer about 30 different degree programs that are pretty STEM focused here at Stevens. We offer different programs within our sciences, our School of Business, and the humanities and arts. Our 2 most popular programs of study are within our computer science and engineering programs. Computer science offering both a degree in general computer science as well as cybersecurity. Engineering is our most popular major. We were founded with our first major as mechanical engineering, and that is still our most popular program today. Uniquely here at Stevens, we offer our students a bachelor's of engineering, so a BE degree versus a BS degree. And what makes that program a little bit unique is our design spine, our curriculum, where students take a design-oriented engineering course every semester they are here at Stevens. All right, so student life at Stevens is alive and well, and students are finally back on campus after us being virtual for a year, so it's a very exciting time. We do have a lot of students involved in the performing arts with about 50 plus different student performances each year, ranging from our oldest club, our Glee Club, which is still alive and kicking. We've got theater, orchestra, concert bands, 100 plus different student organizations for you to get involved in. So a little bit of something for everyone, ranging from Greek life to community service organizations to pretty much any interest that you have. We've got different annual events and traditions, like pictured here is from one of our Tech Fests, which is a concert we throw for the students where we invite an artist to campus each year after finals. And something I'm super proud of is we offer 15,000 hours of community service on our campus each year for our students to give back to the local community. Professional experiences and career outcomes. So we definitely pride ourselves on how well our students do after Stevens and what we do to help them prepare. So you can see some stats here. Yep, and just letting you know, we are an early decision school with our first deadline coming up on November 15th and a member of the Common App. Thanks, guys.
Brandon, thank you so much for sharing Stevens with all of us this evening. All right, well, I hope all our attendees are keeping an eye on the chat to grab some contact information to take away after today. And also don't forget about that Q&A box to ask a question. It could be about a major, activities, out of class, something about test scores. You could ask anything like that in that Q&A box. So think about dropping a question in there. All right, we are off to our next school, the University of Mississippi.
Awesome, thanks, Jennifer. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen as well. All righty, wonderful. Well, thank you guys again for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get back to some normalcy here for the fall, but it's good to see you guys virtually. So just want to talk to you guys a little bit about Ole Miss. So real quick, I'm the Florida Regional Admissions Counselor for the University of Mississippi. And so at Ole Miss, we have about 22,000 students. So while still a large number, we are the second smallest school within the SEC. We are located about an hour south of Memphis, Tennessee, in Oxford, Mississippi, and I'll get into that on our next slide as well. But all 50 states are covered at Ole Miss, as well as 90 countries. Oxford was named one of America's best college towns, top 100 public universities nationally, and then consistently ranked as the most beautiful campus in the country, which we're proud of. And then ESPN just ranked us a top college town as well in the nation, which is cool. So speaking of that place is Oxford. Like I mentioned, just about an hour south of Memphis, Tennessee is where we're located. Oxford itself has about 27,000 residents. So during the fall and the spring semester, our students nearly double the size of the town, which is neat. And it's a town that really just embraces the university, and the town was built around the university as well, which is really exciting. So Oxford, if you look at the top left of the screen, you'll see our double-decker bus. We were actually named after Oxford, which is really cool. So Oxford, England donated 2 double-decker buses to us in town, which is neat. So if you ever get a chance to visit Oxford, they actually take you around town on those double-decker buses for a tour, which is cool. So Oxford's known for its culinary, for its arts, music as well. John Grisham, famous English writer, and William Faulkner as well are from Oxford. And if I can prove to you that the town means anything to me at all, as a former Ole Miss student, my golden retriever is named Oxford, which is cool. So heading down to campus, right down University Avenue, our student traditions, it's student life. So we have over 400 student organizations, so lots of ways to get involved while you're at Ole Miss. And I say this anytime I talk to students, no matter what school you guys end up going to, definitely join a student organization your freshman year. Just a really kind of great way to get involved and really good way to get to know your university. As someone who went to Ole Miss all the way from California, I really relied on some student organizations I was a part of freshman year, just to get to know fellow students and some faculty as well. Again, music and arts on campus, just a quick glimpse at our Grove that's located right in the middle of campus, a big picture right in the middle. We do have some concerts in the fall and the spring, and then our brand new basketball arena that we just built was also built not just for basketball, it was also built to host big concerts as well, which is really cool. And then again, that double-decker arts festival in the bottom left that's hosted within the town of Oxford. Jumping into academics, we have 9 schools. We have over 90 majors that we offer and over 120 areas of study. So definitely lots to choose from. And I'll give you guys kind of a glimpse at what that looks like in 2 slides from now. But some schools that we have are Patterson School of Accountancy, School of Applied Sciences, School of Business Administration, Education, Engineering, General Studies, Liberal Arts, Journalism, New Media. Oh, go back, perfect. And then some of our special programs that you guys see that we have, I think that makes us unique, kind of sets us apart. We are an Arabic and a Chinese flagship. We have flagship programs for both languages. Center for Intelligence and Security Studies, our Center for Manufacturing Excellence, our Croft Institute for International Studies, Mississippi Excellence in Teaching Program, Early Entry to our Pharmacy School, our Honors College, and then our Trent Lott Leadership Institute as well. So a long list, but just some things to point out with these. For Intelligence and Security Studies, if you're interested in the FBI, CIA type of work, that special program allows you to kind of get into that field. Center for Manufacturing Excellence is set up for our engineering students. It's a 12,000 square foot facility, manufacturing facility. So if you're an engineering student at Ole Miss, I highly encourage you to go into this special program to really kind of get your hands on for whatever you're looking to do within that world of engineering. Croft Institute for International Studies for anybody who's looking at studying a language and studying abroad as well. And then we also have our Mississippi Excellence in Teaching program. For any students who are interested in teaching or going into teaching, the METP program, as they call it, allows students to, if you get into the program, it is competitive, but if you do get in, if you're willing to teach education within the state of Mississippi for 4 years, once you graduate, if you get into the program, everything is covered while you're a student at Ole Miss: tuition, food, housing, everything. So I like to say it's kind of the biggest scholarship that we offer, but it's something that I really do enjoy that we have at Ole Miss. And then you can see here just kind of a further glimpse into our different majors that we have. I won't go through all of them because there are a lot, but you guys can see kind of what we have listed within each school. One thing I'll point out on the bottom left, our School of Journalism and New Media, we do have the largest integrated marketing communications major within the entire country. So great way to get involved. And within that program, you are able to kind of study the world of social media. A lot of students who want to get into the athletics world join the IMC. So really good kind of connections there that they have and a really good network for jobs once you graduate. Liberal Arts is our largest college just because it offers so much. You can see the list of everything that it has. And then again, business, applied sciences, education, engineering, those special programs. And then the last thing I'll point out is those pre-professional areas. So pre-dental, pre-medical, occupational therapy, physical therapy, whatever it may be. We do on campus have what we call our Health Professions Advising Office. So any students who are looking to go into these pre-professional areas can join these programs, and then they will allow you for test prep, interview prep, and then to get into these pre-professional areas as well. And I think my time's coming up, so I'll jump to that last screen. But quick way to apply to Ole Miss right now, we are not requiring a test score currently, only for scholarship purposes. So when you apply for admissions purposes, all we need is your application and a transcript as well. We are on the Common App also. So that's a quick way to apply. But if you need me, there's my contact information. I'm happy to answer any further questions that you may have. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Peyton, for presenting on Ole Miss for us today. Before we head to our live Q&A, I just wanted to give everyone an update that we've learned that unfortunately the University of Alabama in Huntsville was not able to join us tonight. If you were hoping to hear from them and learn more about all of their wonderful programs, please head to their website where you can learn about life in and out of the classroom. Head to that admissions page and find your admissions contact to ask all sorts of questions and get connected. All right, well, we do have still some time together this evening. So I would like to invite each of our awesome admissions counselors to come back on screen. We're going to do a couple live Q&A questions. So really excited for all of you to be able to share your wisdom and expertise with those watching either live or on the recording. So we're going to go in the exact same order that you presented. So we'll start with Alex at SMU. We'll go in the exact same order. Like I said, when the person ahead of you finishes their response, just feel free to turn on your microphone and answer away. I won't call on everyone in between. So our first question is going to be, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So maybe it's your best top tip. So Alex, take it away.
My big tip would be just to utilize your resources that you have either at your school or utilize us as admission counselors at the universities that you're interested in applying to. We're here to help you out throughout the process. If there's anything that doesn't make sense or if there's anything that you need clarification on at any of our schools or through the process, feel free to reach out. I think we can be huge resources for you.
Ashton, you're up next.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so I would say definitely trust the process, like Alex said. I know each college is different and has a little bit different programs to offer. So definitely look at what schools have the strongest programs that you're interested in, and just go with your heart, you know, wherever you feel that you would best belong.
My best advice, I honestly tell all my students, because I work with our student athletes, is this is not the time to be modest. Brag about yourself, talk about yourself. And if you don't know how to talk about yourself, find your friends, find your parents, find somebody who can brag about you, take their words, flip it, and talk about yourself, because this is the time we want to get to know you.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Alexis there. You know, let us know who you are. Be honest with us on your applications. It may seem kind of annoying writing down every little thing you did in high school, but we want to see that. So definitely let us know. This one I always kind of say, because people don't realize they should do this, write down the deadlines. Keep a list, you know, keep yourself organized. Sometimes you get overwhelmed with this process. It seems a little scary. Take some notes, write some things down, and utilize us. Any question, there's no dumb questions here. Ask us anything.
And to kind of piggyback off of what Miranda just said, really, with that being said, is we always say apply early, know your deadlines, apply early, and just have everything in. You know, January is far away, but it comes up a lot quicker than you expect. So always say, you know, just apply early. And with some schools, it may, you know, the earlier you apply, the better chance you may have at selecting housing, things like that. So that's normal.
Those are all really good tips. I mean, I just want to echo my favorite one definitely came up, and that is reaching out. I hope that events like this and in-person events help you remember that admissions counselors are people and they love helping students and families. It's the best part of their job, and they're real people. It's not just someone reading an application scary and far away. So I hope this gives you that insight to knowing these are resources and friendly figures who really want to make an impact for all of you, for sure. All right, so next question. You know, 6 minutes is fast. Hopefully we're catching students' attention and they're excited to follow up for more info after today. But what's you know, one main thing you really want to make sure that students watching, families watching are remembering about your school today? So we'll go in the exact same order again. So thanks, Alex, for always being the first.
Okay. I think obviously there's a lot of things, but I think the one thing would be, as I mentioned, our location in Dallas. We're about 10 minutes north, but we are in a neighborhood. So if you are maybe a little hesitant about being in the city, we are in a neighborhood, a pretty residential area, very walkable. But again, I think things that come with a major city is, I think, pretty fun place to be. So I think that's what I think about when you think about SMU.
Yeah, so for Spring Hill, we really look at the whole person when you apply. So you're truly more than just your test scores and GPA. While those are important, we care about what you have gotten involved in while you're in high school, what your interests are. We look at the whole person, and we're right here near the beach, so can't go wrong with that.
I would say besides being a D1 school and being pet friendly, I would say the one thing I'd reiterate to all students is that we're a community and a family, and that Stetson will tell you yes every single time. You'll be the only person to tell yourself no. So if you want to branch out, do something new, and have a great support system and a family, Stetson's that university for you.
Yeah, so here at Stevens, I think not only do we have, a top-notch STEM-centered education with a lot of research opportunities, but the professional opportunities that come with being in a location that is right across the river from Manhattan and in New Jersey, the Northeast itself, is there's a lot of internship opportunities, co-op opportunities, and employers who recruit students. So there's a lot to do outside the classroom, even though the stuff in the classroom is exciting too. Outside the classroom, there's a lot of opportunities for students to get right into the workforce and some real life experience.
I think one thing to remember about Ole Miss is probably our size, with us, having that title being an SEC school. And again, while 22,000 is still a large number, we are still the smallest school in the SEC. So Ole Miss, we provide kind of that smaller school experience, but you still get that big school vibe with us being an SEC school. So smaller class sizes, get to know fellow classmates and professors.
Awesome. That's like the best elevator speeches about each of your schools. I love it. All right, one last question tonight. So there's a lot of chit chat. There's a lot of myths. There's a lot of, oh, I heard this about the college admissions process, or you need to do that. So you are the best people to help debunk some of those myths. So I'd love to hear one myth from each of you and kind of put the real spin on it. Same order again. Thanks, Alex.
Okay, so and actually I was at a college fair last night, and this was one that was asked to me, or told to me, I guess. A family asked about schools being test optional this year, and if optional actually meant optional. And I know in some cases, some universities may say something's optional and really may not be, but I think at least in SMU's case, and maybe a lot of other universities' cases, is that this year with test optional, it is test optional. If you don't have the score that you don't want to submit, that's fine. Or if you weren't able to take the test, that's fine too. But again, ask the universities that you're interested in, and they can maybe give you a more individualized perspective on test optional. But I think that's a big myth this year, is that it's not optional when it really is, if you don't want to send it.
Yeah, so one thing that I would like to kind of debunk is our students expected to be perfect on the application. No, you're not. We understand if you are not the best test taker in the world, if you're not the best at getting involved in everything while you're in high school, just be yourself and trust the process.
The one thing that we have to always debunk is that a GPA and a test score don't define you. I can say at Stetson, it's a holistic approach. And I want to say most universities are the same way, test optional as well, but those do not define you, and that do not let a price tag scare you. Of a university, talk to an admissions counselor, talk to a financial aid office, because if you show the interest in that you want to be at a university, someone's going to help you get there as well.
Yeah, I definitely think I agree with everyone. I was piggyback off that a lot of students question when we say holistic review. They're like, do you really mean holistic? And we really do. I want to read your essay, and I'm going to look at your grades. I want to see what you're doing in high school. And yeah, we're test optional, so maybe I'll look at your test scores. We really do take a look at everything. And so holistic really does mean holistic. And students sometimes think they have to be robots when they apply. You can be personable. Like, I'm okay if you crack a joke when we're having an interview, right? Like, be personable, show us your personality, and know that, we look at everything. Like you guys all said, you're not just a test score, you're not just a GPA.
Definitely, and it's going to sound like I'm echoing everybody, but especially at Ole Miss, don't let a couple of bad grades think it's going to, ruin your chances. We like to see improvement over time. Again, like everyone's throwing around the word holistic, because we're looking at that holistic review. We do kind of like look at you as a whole. So don't think of, a bad grade freshman year or sophomore year, that's it, not going to apply. No, still send in that application. We want to take a look, and if you need to be improved, we'll let you know. So that would be mine.
Oh, awesome. This has been such a great group of counselors. Thank you all for being here tonight, for sharing not just the facts and figures of each of your schools, but just your excitement for the student experience in and out of the classroom, and your best advice and tips to help students and their families navigate the process. I know the college search it's a lot of fun, but I know it can get overwhelming. So hopefully this is helping everyone who's watching kind of come up with some new perspectives and new approaches as you dive into it this season. Thank you to all of everyone who's watched, whether it's live or on recording. We are so glad that you took some time out of your day to learn about these awesome schools. We hope that you're inspired to do a little more research, dig in, and reach out after today, because your curiosity has been piqued. There is so much more to learn about each of these awesome universities. All right, now for the housekeeping. When you close your window, there's going to be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. I really mean it is quick. We appreciate you filling that out and giving us some feedback. We hope that you enjoyed sessions earlier tonight. This is the last round for this event program. So know that this recording, as well as all of the other presentation recordings, are going to be available at that same website where you registered. So we hope you'll check them out in the coming weeks, share them with family, friends, learn about other schools, or rewatch this one to catch some info again. And you can find that at the website you see online, strivescan.com/Santa Rosa-Escambia. All right, well, thanks again, everyone, for being here. Have a wonderful evening, and best of luck in your college search adventure. Good night.